Hello, my name is Shuttle and welcome back to another episode of the Colombian Space Initiative in Supreme World Ultimate. And in previous episode, Germany went a bit nuts in Europe. They basically, well, Sweden had become independent earlier, to some degree anyway, and Germany destroyed them. Then they destroyed Norway, Switzerland, Luxembourg and Denmark. And now they're fighting Soviet Russia again, which I'm not entirely sure which one of them is going to be winning that. I mean, it's going to be a lot of very low supply areas. We did start building the... between the episodes here, I started building the research lab, or research center in here, which is going to take a while to be built, but that's alright. Also gathering up some cash, because we just got the... what was the advanced aircraft turbine or something like that. Turboprop prototype, actually that wouldn't be terrible. Not particularly expensive, and I think we do need that one. I'll put that into research queue, so that's gonna keep the... or keep us from starting the nuclear reactor designs. Of course, if we could gather up enough money, we might be able to buy that one. It is a bit expensive, we probably need like 5 billion or something like that to buy it. From UK or something like that, but at the same time, at least we are slowly increasing our money here with our income. It's not as good as income as it used to be, but it's still an income. Now actually, how much are we spending? Okay, we're spending a little bit more money on research on a daily basis now, but that's not a huge difference to what it used to be. I don't think we can sell anything to China yet. We have sold a bit of military goods to them. I actually wonder, do they need any... Ooh, they might require some industrial goods. Okay, I'll see if, how much are they willing to pay for, I don't know, 50,000? It's a little bit profit, I'll take it. Or at least profit compared to the market price. They probably need to repair a lot, and they need more military goods, so I'm going to sell them 10,000 tons of that as well. So we are going to get to 2 billion now. I wonder, how much would we have to pay? UK is a bit low in cash, so let's see if we can't buy the nuclear reactors from you. 4.7 billion. Still pretty far away. Still pretty far away. Do we have anything? We don't really have, other than guided bombs, we have nothing on the research queue that will actually be able to sell. Including satellites is something that we can't sell, but that's going to be quite a bit of time still before we get those techs. Well, and diplomatic offer, sure, I'll sell some military goods to Argentina. Is there anything that I can sell to Peru? Probably not. There's only a submarine in mass production and they do not want that tech. I'd have to pay for them to take that from me, so I'm not going to do that. USA has a fair bit of money. Ooh, I can actually sell the tank tech to them. That's a $500 million right there. I wonder, can I sell it to... Ooh. Okay, that's a few hundred million again. I'm not going to sell stuff to the Japanese. Italians are basically out of money, so not going to sell to them. Austria-Hungary, I can sell some techs to them. Not particularly good money from there, but it's better than nothing. Australia, do you have money? You've got a tiny bit of money, but I don't think it's going to be worth it to sell you a lot of things. I suppose I can sell that one. Still supporting activities in Australia. That is something that we started rather recently. And, oh, Canada did not want to buy the tank deck from us. Alright then, let's try that again. So I'm sure that you want it. It's just a matter of how much are you willing to pay for it. Oh, you reject it again. Well, screw you. Alright then, does Venezuela have money? They have a little bit again, so let me sell the... maybe not that one. Artillery improvement is probably something that they do want. And then Peru. No, still only that one, okay. Well, we are at least getting a decent bit of money here, so let me actually just pause that one, just so that we don't accidentally start researching it and pay quite a bit of money when we could just buy it. Let's actually have a look. Would there be any... Tank tech is actually not all that expensive. I'm pretty sure that I can sell that to nations like USA, so if we buy that... Oh, there's actually multiple things that we can sell to the USA. So we'll get our money back rather quickly, I reckon. Okay, that's... Do you want petroleum? Okay. I'll accept that. Tank Tech 44. Another 100 million from there. Can I sell anything to... Nope. I'm pretty sure that Mexico is actually... Mexico has better tank tech than we do. Brazil, on the other hand. We can sell that to you now. Can't sell anything to Argentina. What about China? Nope. They are ahead of us in tank tech. Japan, we could technically sell. True. I mean, I did just earlier say that I don't want to sell techs for Japanese right now, but I'm doing it anyway. It's just good business. Right, what about Germany? They have barely any money, so no point selling anything to them. What about France? Ooh, we can actually sell that one. That's another 100 million. Slowly but surely we are making our way towards the 5 billion, and then we're going to buy the nuclear reactor designs. Of course, we'll still need to get the commercial nuclear reactors to be able to get nuclear power plants, which are going to be relatively expensive, but I believe they produce a lot of power. Of course, you need uranium to run them, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. I'm sure that the global market will answer to the call, so to speak, and we can buy whatever we need from the markets. Although we'll have to increase the buy as needed price there a little bit. Right, how we got on the extra units here? Kind of. Well, we're still working on one more. I'm getting that in 200 days. Satellites is going to be 270 days. 350 days for the guided bomb. Okay, so we got quite a bit of things that we are still researching. Can we still not sell anything to Peru? Nope. They're probably missing some military production tech that we already have. And until they get that, we can't really sell anything to them. Can we sell... Nope. Okay. What about USA? Is there anything else that I can sell to you? No, not right now. Alright then. Well, USA... Oh wow, 600 million population. That is quite impressive. I'm guessing there's a lot of people moving in there. Yeah, immigration 18 million per year. Ooh, that's impressive. That really is impressive. Okay, so how much are we making money per day? Well, it doesn't factor in the trade deals that I would directly go on, so we're making a few million per day. Right, what about... Is there anything over here that we could sell? If we sold that, how much are you willing to pay? That's only 50 million. I don't think we can get a lot of money from Japan right now. Soviet Russia has about 100 million. That's not enough for what we need. Canada, you still want a tank tech, don't you? You just don't want to pay for it. Yep, you do not want to pay for it. Well, that's not going to happen then. And there's nothing over there anymore. Okay, so we've kind of expended... Actually, Ottoman Empire. How about you? 200 million from there? You want that, right? Nope, you rejected that as well. Why is everyone rejecting that? It's a good offer, but... So they did want that one. Okay, let's offer the tank deck again. 192 million. Now it was successful. What about Bulgaria? Doesn't have a lot of... Romania? Let's start selling stuff to you. You seem to have a lot of bit money, so we can certainly sell things there. We can try selling something to Austria-Hungary. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. It did. Okay, well I found myself a new cash farm here then. A little bit more money, so we should be able to get over 4 billion rather soon. Aircraft tech 36, and that's actually all we can sell the Austria-Hungary. Oh well, it's better than nothing. That's the Croatia, and Italy is basically out of cash, so trying to sell anything to them is probably going to be pointless. Right, so has the... Okay, there's a decent bit of profit margin in the military goods. About $4,000 per ton. And we're selling 600 at... oh, actually 700 tons right now. Well, that's actually a little bit extra from the trade deals that we've done. But yeah, we're selling about 600 tons regularly per day. So 600 times 4,000... 240,000... No, it's 2.4 million? No, it's 24 and then an amount of zeros. I think it's... Hold on. 4,600. So that's 5 zeros. So 2.4 million profit. It's not too bad. And that is why you don't do math on recording or on camera, because you just confuse yourself and then make yourself feel fool, not fuel. Okay, did we... Right, so nuclear reactor design, let's see. 4.8 billion is currently the amount of cash that we need. Is there anything else that we could buy from warfare, perhaps? We know that there's a lot of nations that already have the tank tech 46. We might be able to sell that to, say, USA and a few other nations. Oh, ceasefire between Russia and Germany. Because they didn't do any fighting there. Okay, so USA, you can pay 130 million for that. You are going to pay 120 million, presumably. You cannot buy that. What about Peru? Nope, you cannot buy that. Venezuela, you got a little bit more money, so I'm going to give you the artillery improvement 41. So we got our money back from that deal already. Now we're just trying to make a bit of extra profit from selling it to other nations. Actually, that's something that you probably don't want to buy. Oh, you did. Okay, good. And then, of course, Romania wants some more text from us, so we'll just slowly but surely get some cash that way. And I can sell the tank tech to the Ultra-Hungarians. You want some more oil? Alright then. But we should be able to make the money soon. So Russia is actually not fighting anyone then. Oh wow, then. I need to retake all the way here. Momentarily, anyway. They probably don't have a lot of production, though. They have a fair bit of money, surprisingly enough. Now, of course, I have no idea how terrible taxation they have going or anything like that to facilitate that. Let's... Large former airframe... Okay, we can get another 6 million out of there. Not great, not terrible. Australia, actually, you got a little bit cash. Get a little bit of money out of there. So 4.4 billion already. Still need quite a bit more. Where are France? I can sell you the tank tech. That's another 90 million out of there. Oh, Spain has a bit of money here, so let's sell you that. That's another 46 million. Portugal is rather poor, so I'm not gonna even try. Ethiopia, you are also poor. And Emirate of Shamar is poor. Let's get some more tech sold to the Ottomans. Hopefully we can get some good trade out of there. I think we already sold that. Another 50 million out of there. They accepted that. Warhead effectiveness, is that going to be... Okay, 60 million. So it's very close for us to get the reactor designs, but not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. So we can't sell anything there. Germany is basically out of money. Italy... Ooh, Italy has managed to make some money back. Okay, that's a 90 million, so that should be... Assuming that it works. It did. Right, so that's in technology. Nuclear reactor designs. We can afford buying that now. Come on. There we go. Basically run out of money there, but we should be able to sell that to some nations. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. There might actually not be a lot of nations that can buy that don't already have it. A lot of the nations have way more research left than we do. We are building the next one here, and it's pretty close to being completed, but that will still take some time. On the other hand, now that we don't need to research that ourselves, that is going to save us a lot of cash in the progress there, and improved power credit number 4 is over there in the queue. It's going to take a while to be completed. And probably going to take a while before we even get around to start researching it, to be fair. Commercial nuclear power... Ooh, can we buy that? I don't think we'd have the money to do that. Let's actually have a look. Would you be willing to buy anything? Nope. Not Japan. Oh, and... nuclear reactor designs. 1.5 billion, okay. Alert level reduced. And Japan did not want to buy that. Let's give it one more shot. Oh, there we go. We got the money. Right, so, UK has a lot of money right now because we bought a fair bit from there. Society, commercial nuclear power plant. Quickly buy that one. We got the no, that was the radar station that we just got. I was building up a little bit of defenses on the northern coast there. In Barranquilla we got a gun emplacement and then a radar station, so that gives us a little bit of vision around there. Hopefully. Right, so how far away are we from getting the research lab? It shouldn't be too far away. 43 days, so that's about 13 or around 13 days, I reckon. Okay, so we are making some cash. We actually have the money now to maybe... Oh, and alert levels go up. Alright then. The UK, I want to buy... Armored design, that's a bit expensive. Trolley catapults... You know what? Transportation. Jet engine airframe. I reckon that might be handy. I'm not sure if we can sell it to anyone, but it might still be handy. Oh, they want another million. Or 1.5 million, rather. Okay, so we can sell that to Mexico right away. And probably Canada. Actually, there's another thing that we can sell to Canada as well. We'll have a look at that in a little bit. Just getting my money back. And looks like everyone accepted the trade deals. Except Argentina. What do you want? You want the tank deck there? Or... actually, you probably don't want it. Or you want it, but you don't want to pay for it. Yeah, you reject it. Actually, no. You accepted that. Huzzah! Because we've got 1.5 billion. So we are actually doing a decent bit of cash. Just brokering the techs. Over here we got the troops. We might want to send these down south as well, just in case. Why don't we entrench in there? There we go, we got the research facility. Now we are researching a bit more. I'm not entirely sure. It's not a massive expenditure. Although it is extra 4 million per day, but I think we also get a bit more tax income from that, as well as more consumption of various things, because the unemployment gets better. Oh, China and Tibet have another war. Alright then. Alright then, and Germany is currently not fighting anyone. That's probably going to change soon enough. So how is the war between China and... Oh, I think Chinese have been retaking some territory here. Yeah, the border used to be around here, so they've certainly taken a lot of it. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I mean, I have, to be fair, I've sold a fair bit of military goods to the Chinese, so that does probably make quite a difference in there. Super prototype. Is there anything else that we need to research? Absolutely. Nuclear weapons production, not necessarily. There's a few over here that we might need in due time. And then there's the waste management, which wouldn't be a terrible thing to research, but right now we might need to focus on other things. Let's quickly get the mid-air refueling. It's a bit expensive. Not entirely sure if it unlocks anything important either, but I feel that it might be handy. Oh hey, we did get that, so we can sell more tech to the Canadians. Can't sell anything to Mexicans though. What about Brazilians? Nope. Argentina, I didn't manage to sell you the jet airframe previously, so I'm going to try that again. Let's see if it works. It did. Good. And there's nothing else I can sell to you. What about Peru? Jet airframes? You got the money, so you might be willing to buy the reactor designs as well. And I believe Venezuela has a little bit of money again, so I'm going to sell you the integrated circuits. Not getting a lot of money out of that, but it's better than nothing. And how is our production doing? Oh, there's an actually election year. We are winning the election, not necessarily all that well, but if we increase some social funding here, we should be okay. Like, we should be winning that still, even though I reckon that the unemployment is, well, it's still 5%. Inflation is slowly growing up, GDP per capita is 2,000, and our treasury is doing fairly well. So I'm not too worried about that. Right, so now that we've got the research center, let's send this group down here again. Are we still making a decent bit of profit from, kind of, from consumer goods, so we could perhaps build up another consumer goods factory down there. Increase our exports a little bit, and, you know, lower the unemployment a tiny bit. It's going to be rather expensive, but I think our economy can handle that. And now with the 3 research facilities in Bogota, I think we might need to increase the infrastructure funding as well. Going to 6 million, so it should be about 70-something%. Maybe 75, or a bit hard to tell because the numbers are still fairly low, so the rounding errors are going to be quite massive. Right, modern farmology. Oh, and Australia still doesn't like us a lot. Can we sell you another tech? We probably can, and oh, well, that's not a lot of money. I'm not going to bother with that then. What about the AT shell improvements? Do you? Well, nope. So you don't really want to buy most of these things. What about the tank tech? Nope. I mean, you want to buy them, you don't have... Oh, you don't have a lot of money. Okay, that might explain it a little bit. And the tensions are just on the edge over there. Are they going up or down? And it's going... let's have a look. Ooh, Greece might declare war on us. That's interesting. Oh, war declared. Germany declared war on Andorra. Interesting. How do they plan to get into Andorra, I wonder? There's 5,000 people in there. They basically produce nothing. Well, Marcus sent advisors to them, at least. But yeah, that's rather interesting. Right, now that we are building, we are actually losing some money here, but a pretty good treasury, and it's only going to take another 9 days or so to complete that building, and then we'll have a bit more consumer goods production. We're actually running a bit low in industrial goods. Oh, industrial goods market price has gone up again, so we might be able to make some money out of that once more. I'm actually going to lower that a little bit, though. Oh, right. Minimum price, I'm going to increase that to, like, 1,800. Also, oh, right, when... You know what, I'm going to put that on full capacity again. 2,100. It's not great, because the production cost is now going to go up again. And we're not going to be selling a lot of that, but it's not going to be that massive impact, quite frankly. And looks like the price is probably going to start growing quite a bit again there. So, in terms of consumer goods, we are actually not one of the top exporters. Or we are in the top 10, but we can't really compete with the USA. If we have a look at the producers, we are actually fairly high in there, surprisingly enough. Like, only major nations are above us, and even some kind of major nations are below us there. So I'm okay with that. Right, so now that we've got that, there's still room for one more in there. And did we get the infrastructure funding? It's currently 75%. You know what, I'm going to put that on about 8 million. Go for the 100%, and maybe we can increase our productions even further. Although now that we're no longer producing or constructing, the need for industrial goods has dropped quite significantly. Oh, and one thing that I did do is I did build up a railway down here. Not that it's necessarily going to be used all that much, not right now anyway, but it might become handy at some point. But anyway, it would appear that we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.